Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Listen Closely. I am your host, Bobby, and this week we finally have John back.
Hey everybody.
He is joining us. He got a little break from Halls of Horror, so that's good. How's it coming?
It's going really great. We're still got a lot of work to do, but we're gonna scare the crap out of people.
I'm just really excited for Jason to scare the crap out of you. I've said it
Yeah,
last week. Please scare my husband.
yeah.
He knows this, but I just want that to be told over and over and over again.
He'll try. That's for sure.
I know he'll do it.
He usually succeeds.
He
So
does. So this week we are actually going to do a two-part series. The first one we're going to be talking about kind of leads into the second one, if that makes any sense.
okay.
And for this one, we are going to be traveling to Huntsville, Texas.
Oh,
A lot of people know Huntsville for the prison that's out there. That's one of the big things that like everybody knows about the Huntsville unit.
I think I know the prison and the college. That's about it.
See, I didn't even know there was a college out
Yeah,
there.
Sam Houston.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where it's at?
Mhm.
Good to know. Fun facts. But I definitely had never heard of this, well, these two things. Now, today we're only going to be talking about one of them,
Okay.
and it is the Demon Road.
I've heard about this, but I don't know anything about it. I've just heard the name.
So you kind of know about Demon Road, like you know it exists.
Yeah, I knew it exists, but I didn't know where it was, and I don't know what it is.
So Demon Road is actually Bowden Road in Huntsville. So Bowden Road is located between FM 1374 and 1791.
Okay.
If that kind of gives you like, you can Google Bowden Road, you'll be able to find it. But if you Google Demon Road on your maps, it's not going to show up.
Right.
Like I said, it is a dirt road, and this one website said there was absolutely nothing that happened on this road. I mean, it's just one of those old roads.
Hmm.
And this road actually was going towards Robinson's settlement. Now, we're going to talk about Robinson's settlement a little bit more in the second one, but basically, it was just a settlement in the 1800s that used that road and then had a chapel and a cemetery. And, like, it was just never really a big deal as far as, like, Bowden Road itself.
Right.
There have been reports of, like, the Ku Klux Klan being in the area, which, I mean, in the South, you're bound to have some somewhere. So there's supposedly the Ku Klux Klan was kind of prevalent in the area,
Okay.
but like nothing as far as any horrible violent history has occurred there. Like even to this day, like these reports went back to the 1800s
Hmm.
of it being a very evil road. But nowadays they're saying that it's possibly like a cult thing.
Okay.
But again, that doesn't really explain how long it's been happening. And before I start with the actual accounts, guess where this road is located?
Where's that?
Latitude 30 north.
Imagine that.
So I want you to remember that when we're talking about some of these accounts because it might start to sound very familiar.
Okay. So I have a question real quick. Is this a road that you can still travel down?
Yes, you can
Like
still travel
by
down this
car?
road. Yes.
Okay.
It is a dirt road, so I mean, obviously there are some
Right.
rocks and, it's going to be dusty.
Okay.
You can kind of Google Earth this
Yeah.
road, and actually, so it kind of throws you off because the road itself has a lot of farms and like openness, but then certain areas of the road is more overgrown with the pine trees and the more eerie looking one. And then off of Bowden's Road is the Martha Chapel Cemetery Road. So no account really says that anything happened. Like everything says it's on Bowden, but some of it seems to also stem to the Martha Chapel Cemetery Road because some of the accounts say, at the end of Bowden Road is the cemetery, and that is actually incorrect because that is actually located on the Martha Chapel Cemetery Road. So I don't know if at one point they had changed that or what happened, but I think so. It starts on Bowden Road, and that's where everybody says that is the actual Demon Road. But I also believe that that road, the Martha Chapel Cemetery Road, is also a part of this Demon Road,
Okay.
which kind of makes sense when you could hear everything together. So some things that have been talked about on this road is the vehicles feel like they're being pushed along and handprints can be found on the vehicles. There have been reports of like dings and dents in cars from being hit so hard by a unseen force. On this road, there seems to be red lights and or orbs that follow you. Some say that these red lights are red eyes that kind of peer down on you.
Hmm.
Others say that the amount of lights depends on how many persons are down that road. So, like, if you have three people in your vehicle, you will see three different lights kind of hovering up. That's just one account. Obviously, I cannot say whether that's true or not because I don't live over there, but all the locals say that this road is bad. Like, you do not go down this road.
Okay.
And the reason, one of the huge reasons for that, is this creature that's down this road.
Creature.
This creature is said to be a tall, pale, humanoid, some say with reptilian skin, with absolutely no face other than a large mouth with needle like fangs. And others say that's incorrect. He does have a face, but the eyes are like glowing yellow.
Hmm.
But this creature is said to kind of just appear, like pop out of nowhere and scare the crap out of you. He is said to follow you down this road. He jumps out and like in front of the cars and is said to be the cause of some accidents. But again, I don't know. There's no real like reason or anything for the accidents to happen. He is also said to be almost unbearable to look at because of like how uneasy you feel like when he's there, like when you actually see him, he's like gives you such the heebie-jeebies that you just don't even want to look at him.
So does he just like stand there?
From what some sites are saying is he just kind of pops out.
Okay.
Kind of like a, haunted house where, they kind of pop out and scare the crap out of you and
Okay,
then
yeah.
kind of recede. That's kind of how he does it. Others, again, say that you cannot see him at all the entire time you're there. And it's only when you go back on your videos and photos is when you see it.
Oh, wow.
There's not really any known history of why he's there. Some of the locals, of the old timers, kind of say that it's just that land just got some bad juju on it.
Hmm.
But as far as I can see, there was absolutely no like real anything bad happened on that land. There's nothing.
Well, and the thing is there's nothing that happened on this land that we know of.
Correct.
That's the thing. Written in oral history might not have told the tale.
Right. So along with Mr. Scary,
Mm-hmm.
Beast of Man, people have also seen just shadow people in general,
Okay.
along with those orbs. That it's normally red lights. Some say that it kind of changes colors, but for the most part, red lights. And then there is another prevalent apparition that happens there, and that is of a ghost boy who's about 6 or 7 years old, and his eyes are said to sometimes be glowing, like a glowing yellowish, glowing eyes. Not everyone says that, they just, because they don't see it. All they see is a boy, age around 6 or 7, riding an old-fashioned tricycle. It's like not like, the little plastic,
Right. Like the metal.
type. Yeah, like it's an old-timey tricycle. And some say that you can even hear it kind of squeaking or like kind of clinking before you even see him or the tricycle. Like you just hear this kind of squeaking along the road, and then that's when you see it.
Mm.
One site says that if you're good, you've had no bad history ever in your life, the boy leaves you alone.
Okay.
He just kind of disappears. One said that he kind of creates this fog to where you can't see him anymore, and that's how he disappears.
I feel like there's a but coming up.
But if you are bad,
Yeah.
if you have some kind of a history of a criminal background, some even say in a past life, if you've done
Okay.
something. First off, I don't know how you would know that, but this boy knows.
He knows.
And if you've had any kind of a bad criminal history ever, whether in this life or possibly a past life, he is said to go on the attack.
Oh.
He is said to attack you and possibly even go home with you and haunt you in your dreams.
Oh, wow.
So he's not really happy for those that have done anything.
Yeah.
The first question obviously is, who is this boy? Why is there a 6 or 7-year-old on a tricycle on a dirt road?
In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of practically nowhere.
Yeah.
Just surrounded by trees and, some farmland.
Right.
Again, there's no history. So there is nothing tying a 6 or 7-year-old boy on this road. There is no history of, a boy passing away on the road or anything, as far as I've seen. Now, if you know of anything, please let us know.
Yeah, because so far I've got shadow apparitions, I've got a yellow-eyed monster, and a 6-year-old boy on a tricycle with yellow eyes, and nobody knows anything about them.
Nobody knows nothing other than it's just bad land.
Hmm.
And, the dings on the cars and
Right,
the
yeah,
orbs.
the orbs, which we've talked about it before in previous episodes about the 30-degree lateral line, and the orbs and stuff. So,
Well, the 30-degree latitude north line is just said to be bad juju.
right,
So that kind of plays
maybe
into
that's what it
this
is.
on, is it just that it falls on this line and that's kind of like, this line is kind of a cursed thing, or, not really
Yeah,
cursed because some areas have good things happening on this line.
right.
But is this just one of the cursed ones?
Hmm.
There's not really any telling. And if you don't know what the latitude 30 north line is, you can listen to Ghost
Right.
Lights Revisited. That one explains it a little bit more on what we're talking about. Basically, there's just a lot of stuff that happens on this line. We can tie quite a few of the Texas stories to this line, including this one.
Yeah.
Because, I was reading it. As soon as I saw red lights / orbs, I was like, hold on. So I had to Google and figure out the latitude, and it is indeed on this line.
And it's kind of funny because, like, when you did that episode, I think we talked about 5 different areas where these ghost lights affected.
Yeah.
They were on the 30-degree latitude line,
I mean,
but we didn't say anything about this one.
No. Yeah, we did not mention this one because I did not know that it was there.
Yeah. So question is there more?
Again, I didn't know Bragg Road was like kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
A little bit of everywhere has a Bragg Road story.
Right.
I thought Bragg Road was just Bragg Road. Like, I've only known of that one. I didn't know that there were other orbs happening in kind of the same lonely dirt road areas like this one. And like Bragg Road, it is again a dirt road with kind of pebblies and rocks and stuff, but nothing terrible. Like even Bragg Road itself, nothing really bad has happened down that road either.
Yeah.
It just happens to fall on this line.
Right.
Once you get on this road, it leads you to the Martha Chapel Cemetery Road, which leads you into our next episode. But that road is the one that is more creepy.
Okay.
Like, it is fully overgrown with trees and brush. And I don't know, but I believe that's where some of these stories are coming from.
Okay.
The actual main Bowden Road has a bunch of houses and farmland, and it's clear cut.
Right.
I mean, I'm still sure it's pretty creepy out there, but it's just a dirt road here in Texas. Like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
But once you turn onto that cemetery road, that's where you stop seeing houses, and then it's a lot shorter. But even just Google Earthing it, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And that's daylight when they're doing this Google Earth stuff.
Right.
And I can see once I turned on Google Earth and I saw that, and I was like, okay, this is what I was looking for when someone said Demon Road. Like, that one makes more sense.
Yeah.
And then that road is the same as all the rest of the whole road. There is said to be apparitions on it. There is said to be this demon beast thing, and, the kind of eerie sounds and voices.
Yeah.
That leads you to the cemetery.
Oh, wow.
Again, locals say don't go.
Yeah.
If you go, just like I always say, be respectful. Don't just go taunting things, because apparently these guys like to hitchhike and come home with you.
Apparently. And haunt your dreams.
Yes. And that also includes what is found in the actual cemetery. It's said to kind of hitchhike home with you.
Mm.
So you do not want to make anyone or anything upset on this road nor the cemetery, because it could possibly follow you home.
Oh, wow.
That's just one warning that the locals have said. I don't know how true this is. Obviously, I cannot confirm nor deny. I can just simply tell you what is there.
Right.
If you do go, because this is only about an hour and a half to 2 hours from us. So if you do go, be respectful of both the living and the dead, because there are some that live on this area and this road. Do not trespass on their property.
Right.
Be respectful. Don't throw anything out. We say this 100 times. We say it almost every episode. Just be respectful.
Yeah.
Watch out for handprints.
Yeah.
Because apparently and again, they don't even know if the handprints are the little boy.
Right.
Because some are saying it's like more smaller handprints, and others are saying it's kind of just handprints in general. That kind of push your car along to either get you. I don't even know where they're pushing. Are they pushing you towards the cemetery. They're trying to push you away from it.
Hmm.
Are all these spirits bad or are they good? Because the little boy, he's kind of torn.
Yeah.
He's in between. Like, he's good if you're good and not so good if you're not so good.
Right.
I don't know, because there's no stories of it being a good nor bad place. It's just a place that has some very eerie happenings.
Right.
Part 2 of this series, like I said, will be the Martha Chapel Cemetery. That on its own has some pretty crazy stuff happening, including with Google Earth.
Okay.
Something kind of crazy happened, and so you can wait for next week because that cemetery is definitely an eerie one.
Okay.
And especially when you have something like Google Earth catch something that it's not supposed to catch.
Oh.
But I'm going to leave you with that.
I'm gonna get off here and get on Google Earth after this episode.
So if you Google Earth it now, it's not there.
Oh, it's not there anymore.
It's not there.
That's...
Because Google Earth updates their photos every year.
Right.
It's not there anymore. I believe that'll do it all for this one. Don't go down dirt roads, basically, is what we've learned from this whole series. I mean, we had the Bragg Road, Demon Road. There's one that we're going to be covering, Coach Road. It's kind of a dirt road.
Yeah.
So basically, just if you see a dirt road, just turn around. Just, just don't go down it.
Stay on the pavement.
Stay on pavement, because dirt roads are bad news.
Yeah.
But if you do decide to go down a dirt road, always remember to listen closely.